He stands at the window, a quiet figure lost in thought as the familiar rhythms of his day drift by like ghosts. The clatter of morning chores, the distant bleating of the flock, the simple meal laid out on the table, each a thread in the humble tapestry of his life. It is a life lived on the periphery, far from the halls of power and the whispers of destiny. Yet, in the silent chambers of his heart, a different story is being written, one that will soon unfold under the vast, watchful eyes of heaven. This is the story of a boy, a shepherd, on the cusp of becoming a king. The prophet Samuel arrives, his presence a sudden intrusion of the sacred into the profane. The air thickens with anticipation as he moves through the line of Jesse's sons, his gaze searching, passing over one strong figure after another. Then he calls for the youngest, the one forgotten in the fields. The anointing oil, shimmering with an ethereal glow, is poured over the boy's head. It is a moment of profound, silent transformation. David, the shepherd boy, is now the chosen one, the anointed king. Yet no trumpet sound, no crowds cheer. The weight of this holy secret settles upon his young shoulders, and he turns not toward a throne, but back to the vast, empty expanse of the wilderness he calls home. His figure is small, almost swallowed by the rolling hills and endless sky, a solitary guardian of a promise only he and God now share. In the crushing solitude of the fields, the true making of the king begins. The anointing was a moment, but the preparation is a lifetime. We see it in the quiet determination etched on his face as he guides his flock, his eyes scanning the horizon not just for predators, but for something more. This is his kingdom for now, these dusty fields, his court, the sheep, his subjects. Here, in the profound quiet, he hones the skills that will one day define him. The smooth, worn stones of the riverbed become his arsenal, the slingshot a seamless extension of his arm. With each practiced whirl and release, he is not just fending off threats. He is forging a weapon of faith, learning that precision and trust can fell giants far greater than any beast. The sun gives way to a blanket of stars, and David trades his sling for a harp. The gentle notes drift into the cold night air, a conversation with the Creator, a melody of worship and longing. His music is a testament to a heart that finds solace and strength, not in the company of men, but in the presence of the divine. One day the stillness is shattered. A lion, a fearsome embodiment of the wilderness's raw power, descends upon his flock. There is no one to witness this battle, no one to call for aid, no one to applaud his courage. It is a lonely, brutal fight, a maelstrom of dust, fur, and desperation. In this crucible of fear and violence, David does not shrink. He fights with a ferocity born of love and duty, a shepherd defending his charge with his very life. This solitary victory, unseen by any human eye, is a defining moment. It is proof that the anointing was not a mistake. The courage required to lead a nation is being forged here, in the blood and dust of a forgotten field, where a boy learns he can stand alone against the roaring darkness and emerge, through faith, victorious. His life becomes a montage of these solitary moments. Watching from a wind-swept hill, waiting through the long, silent nights, worshipping under a canopy of stars. Each sunrise and sunset deepens the resolve in his eyes, carving strength into his soul where once there was only boyish innocence. He is being prepared in the shadows, molded by hardship and sanctified by solitude. As he stands one final time, looking toward the distant horizon where his future awaits, he is no longer just a shepherd. He is David, the anointed, a man made ready in the quiet places, his heart steeled and his spirit alight with a fire that will soon set a kingdom ablaze.